Hey guys, hey, just so you all know, I did not mean, here's the thing. When I started doing that video, that unplugged on my experiences with McDonald's, it's not that I intended to start out on a sour note. I'm just explaining to you guys the story, like how, just the order of events as to how it happened and what went down and everything like that. I'm not trying to be like an extraordinarily negative Nancy by being like, oh my gosh, my experience at McDonald's was terrible. I mean, here's the thing. Were there aspects of working at McDonald's that were bad? Yes, but not everything about it was. And I'm about to explain to you just some of the good. Well, I'm going to explain to you the next part of some of my experiences of working at McDonald's. So with that in mind, here we go. So there were some good people at McDonald's that I worked with. One of them was the guy who like gave me hands-on training with my stuff. The older Mexican gentleman, I believe his name was Salvador, but he said I could call him Sal for short. And yeah, he basically showed me all the ins and outs of what I had to do, whether it was sweeping the floor, mopping the floor, keeping the freezers stocked with nuggets and burger patties and stuff like that and whatnot. And he was a really good guy. One of the other good parts of my job was the fact that my buddy Jason Rock was there a lot of the time. And yeah, I did have a good supervisor named Andrew who was there for quite some time. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, I'm kind of going off on a tangent right here instead of keeping this consistent, but I am going to keep this consistent. So yeah, this won't go off the rails any further. Let's just get into the other aspects of my work experience at McDonald's. So after I basically asserted what I said to Tori about, hey, don't tell me what to do, we're on the same side and all that, things at work at McDonald's smoothed out quite a bit, and he didn't talk down to me anymore. Anytime we saw each other, I just said hey, he said hey, and he just went about his stuff and I went about mine. And yeah, that was pretty much that. One of the other cool things about that was when there was this one day, it was this one afternoon, and we just had this massive order that came through the drive-thru. And I think it was me and one other person in the back was working with me, but like we were working in like total synchronization with one another. Like he was prepping the sandwiches, I was wrapping them, and we were just just getting them all out. And honestly, he and I, we were working, like he and me, we were working so well in synchronization with one another that we were able to get through that order within just a really short matter of time. I want to say that the order came in like because I started my shift that day at around 5 in the evening, and the order came in, I want to say like half an hour after I started, and we got through that order in like less than 5 minutes. We got everything, we got all the sandwiches ready to go. And something really awesome happened as a result of that. My supervisor Andrew, he bought me some food that night. And like I went on my break that night. He was like, what do you want? And I was like, I just want a Big Mac meal, because at McDonald's that's like my go-to thing, and it's still kind of is to this day, even though I've had other stuff on the menu since then, but that's beside the point. But yeah, no, he bought me that because I guess I did a good enough job on that. And honestly, eating that Big Mac was satisfying because I really felt that I had, earned it after doing all that I did back there. Not just with that order, but that entire night. Like, I stayed on top of everything, and I also made sure to, keep that ethic and that attitude for the rest of my time there at McDonald's. And anyway, so that was just what I wanted to say, was just that I'm happy that I'm just happy for these reasons. One, that not every aspect of my job at McDonald's was negative, but two, that there were actually some good people that I was working with while I was there. And yeah, that was just one of my good experiences that I had while I was there. And yeah, my supervisor Andrew, he was a really cool guy, and I was really happy that he did that for me. And anyway, if you like this story, don't forget to flash me one of these. If you have any similar stories to this, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!